in Pasadena. Join us for a powerful evening of music, unity, and support as talented performers from our community come together to raise funds for those affected by the wildfires. The concert is free, and all proceeds raised will benefit those who have sustained unimaginable losses. It's the Inner City Youth Orchestra of Los Angeles in concert, Sunday, February 2nd, 4 p.m. at the First United Methodist Church in Pasadena, located at 500 East Colorado Boulevard. All contributions should be made payable to the California Community Foundation Wildfire Community Fund. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
I'm Zoe Williams, the voice of reason. If your relationship is in trouble, I'm the dude to call. Has your soulmate become your cellmate? Does black love still exist? What are your bedroom turnoffs? Fantasies and fetishes. Financial infidelity. I'm dating a fat person. Are they worth the wait? Trust me, this is gonna be crazy.
How about the heavy stuff?
The child wasn't his, and he still had to pay child support.
It's a very heated topic.
How was that right?
Mama's baby, daddy's maybe.
I just have so many questions I want to ask you.
I just like to kiss you. Is there something wrong with that?
Damn.
He told me he had a vasectomy. I'm pregnant.
Betrayal has been committed.
Hit you with the bad pipes routine.
How does he maintain his humposity?
He likes it when it pinches my neck.
Why can't you open up, brother?
I'm a karate man. Karate man rules on the inside. They don't show their weaknesses.
Yeah.
How do you write women so well?
Zoe Williams,
Reason and accountability.
the voice of reason.
Like everyone else, you want to learn the way to win, but never to accept the way to lose. To accept defeat, to learn to die is to be liberated from it. So when tomorrow comes, you must free your ambitious mind and learn the art of dying.
Come on, don't play Bruce Lee. Don't bring the dragon up in here. I'm trying to bring this point home. Fear should not be brought into your manifestation process, especially when it comes to interpersonal relationships. Why? Because relationships operate as a mirror. They're designed to bring you the work you refuse to do. So if you're in fear, praying and begging for an opportunity to be loved, to be appreciated, what you're going to wind up doing, right, is calling in a lesson that is designed to show you what you refuse to look at within yourself. That is what you're responsible for. Relationships have a spiritual purpose in our life. The great Krishnamurti said it this way: fear of any kind breeds illusions. It makes the mind dull and shallow. Can somebody just come in and do it for me? Can somebody just come in and for once love me? I'm tired. I'm tired of the work. Working is not working to call them in. You're a light and a magnet in and of yourself. You're going to continuously call in the stream of consciousness that you're vibrating on. People are going to find you. You're going to meet people all the time. You just get upset that you're not meeting the person that you feel you need in that moment. But the reality of it is, you are getting the person you need in that moment. That person is holding up a mirror to you, and you're responsible for the reflection you see. Krishnamurti said it again. Self-interest is the cause of fear. So what happens when you get what you want? I told you, God is, man, you hear him say it all the time. God works in mysterious ways. God will give you what you want. You ain't even ready for it. God be like, oh, you want that? Here you go. Because the way he designed relationships serves as a mirror. Here's an opportunity for you to learn about yourself. This is why all the Eastern mystics talked about self-awareness. But you can't have self-awareness with self-judgment. Do you see? Self-awareness expands into this Akashic records of infinite information about the multiple lives you've lived. right? Self-awareness can reveal the fabric of the universe to you. Only if there's no fear. Only if there's self-empathy, self-compassion, self-love, self-approval, self-appreciation. Do you see? But if there is fear, you will call in the fear. The ego's defense mechanism, while offering temporary protection, perpetuates cycles of avoidance and self-sabotage. Carl Jung's concept of the shadow, the repressed, the unacknowledged parts of the psyche, provides insights into how philophobia emerges, the fear of love. For many, intimacy acts as a mirror, reflecting insecurities and unhealed wounds. Rather than confronting these truths, the ego projects blame onto the questions. Yeah, your partner is a question to an answer you've been repressing. I know you don't want to hear it that way. You were born with the answer. You can't blame the question. Huh? Oh, this is beautiful. The fear of love then does not seem or stem from love itself, but from the vulnerability required to experience it. Beyond psychological factors, philophobia reveals a deeper spiritual disconnect. Helena Blavatsky and Ramana Maharishi argued that the ego fosters the illusions of separation, creating a false dichotomy between self and others. I just need him to be something for me. I need him to show up for me, and you ain't never showed up for yourself. Like my brother, Pastor John, just said, when was the last time you hugged yourself? Let me go even deeper. When was the last time you approved of you? Not the mask you created for yourself. When was the last time you approved of your shadow? You acknowledged it and you loved on it. When was the last time you did that? To the dark, ugly, repressed parts of yourself. When was the last time you said, I love you? I appreciate you. When one resists intimacy, one simultaneously resists the universal law of interconnectedness. Now you're separated. Now you're by yourself. You be in a crowd of people and be lonely as hell. You be with the one you love, thinking about the one that got away. 1-800-920-1580. Somebody, I don't know who I'm ministering to, but somebody gonna get this work tonight. The act of surrendering to love requires a dissolution of egoic and phegoic boundaries. An experience the ego interprets as annihilation. The ego is like, you're not getting rid of me. I made us who we are, who we think we are. Right? This resistance perpetuates spiritual stagnation, as the individual remains trapped in fear-based patterns. Rumi eloquently captured this dynamic, writing, your task does not lie in seeking for love, but in finding all the barriers within yourself that you have built up against it. Oof. These barriers, often reinforced by fear, prevent the flow of unconditional love, which represents the essence of both human relationships and spiritual enlightenment. You telling me I can become spiritually enlightened through intimate, interpersonal, and intrapersonal relationships? You damn skippy. You've been relating wrong. Ain't nobody told you. I'm gonna tell you now. You've been relating wrong. You've been looking for the answer. The answer is in you. Your partner is only the question, i.e. the mirror that reflects this information about you back to you. The answer rises to your consciousness, and then you're supposed to take responsibility for it. Oh, this is my homework. Yes, this is the work I should be doing with myself. Yes. Fear begins and ends with the desire to be secure. Inwardly and outward security, with the desire to be certain, to have permanency. The continuity of permanence is sought in every direction, in virtue, in relationship, in action. I just need you to be consistent. Oh, you talking to a work in progress and you want them to be consistent in your life because you're insecure. They got to be your rudder. Well, damn it, I ain't your ship. Why I got to be your rudder? You your own ship. Didn't it come with a rudder? Okay. Oh, my goodness. In action, in experience, in knowledge, in outward and inner things. To find security and be secure is the everlasting cry. It is this insistent demand that breeds fear. That's Krishnamurti. You trying to tell me that's not in our relationships? I finally got someone that's stable. I finally got someone that's about me. Well, that's because mama and them, somebody, primary caregivers, weren't totally about you. Were you born to somebody who at some point energetically, vibrationally thought you interrupted their life? I know you ain't never thought of your parents like that, huh? Ah, damn, she pregnant now. Okay. I got to put being an astronaut off. and if you haven't reconciled that as a parent, it might create a disconnect in your ability to be there for your child emotionally, emotional attunement. Or maybe if you black, you was thinking about money. Damn, how am I going to afford this baby? Lord have mercy. What we going to do now? But it is cute. Let me hold him. Oh, look at him. He got my eyebrow. Come on. I know y'all not ready for this kind of work tonight. Fear is in your relationship, and it's blocking its growth. If you have a fear of being yourself, if you have a fear of living as you really are, the truth of who you really are. Listen, I lived a lie for a long time. Don't be afraid. Come on. I told myself lies. I told other people lies. Listen, it's not good. And I'm going to tell you why it's not good. Because it retards your growth. It's almost like, okay, I'm in school this semester. But if you decide to drop out, you got to go back, re-register. You got to get back in. You got to pick up where you left off. You might have to wait a year to get the classes that you... Do you see what I'm saying? You slow your progression when you deal with fear and illusion, which beget lies. And the most devastating lies are the lies we tell ourselves. One of the biggest lies is you tell yourself you better than you actually are. You tell yourself you deserve more than you've actually cultivated within yourself. You deserve who you are. You don't deserve what you want. I know. I'm sorry. I digress. Willie from Philadelphia. Willie from Philly, get in here because I know it's chilly. Talk to me, man.
What's up, Uncle Zoe?
What's up?
Yo. What are you doing tonight, yo?
You got to take us off speakerphone, bruh.
I'm not listening for. Hold on. Can you hear me?
You got earpods, headphones. What you on? You on something?
No, you good? No, I'm on that Bellevue. That's what I'm on.
Bellevue.
I got to talk tonight.
All right.
Yes.
Well, talk to me, man.
What's up, Ursula?
What are your thoughts, man?
What's up? So listen, man. You killing me tonight, Unc.
Why? What did I do?
Me.
What did I do?
What you mean? What you and John did? Let's talk about that.
Now you know you can't cuss.
No. I'm
Okay.
good.
All right, cool.
We ain't gonna do that. I called them before.
All right, cool. Let's get it. All right, I'm with you. Let's go. I'm with you. Let's go.
Man, I call both of my sons every day and apologize to them every day as much as I can. Because I treat them the way I've been brought up. So let me tell you this, Uncle Zoe. It's crazy because my oldest son, mom, is locked up because she's a fiend, right? And I'm being a little vulnerable right now because that's all I knew in my family was fiends. So I found what I was raised up under. So I call my son every day and apologize to him because we got this thing of as men saying, blaming women saying they are bad pickers. No, men, we are bad pickers. We're the ones who carry the semen. And we pick bad fertilizer from saying that right.
I'm listening, brother. Come on.
So, and I apologize to my son, like, Dad, son, I apologize to you. Guess what, Uncle Zoe? Let me say this to you. Both of my sons are going through what I've been through. They both live with their grandmoms, and I live with my grandma. And I feel bad, like I put them through what I was going through, and I did the same thing my dad did to me. I'm doing to them.
And what is that exactly?
Oh man,
just speak on it.
I'll speak on it.
Just speak on
treatment wise.
Well, how do you treat them?
With aggression.
Why?
A man is a man. My dad. I remember my dad telling me I apologize. I remember my dad telling me that my grandpa made him get out the car to pick up a possum for dinner. And then next thing you know, I'm treating my sons the same way as I say this, I'm gonna keep it clear. I'm not sending them out the house with confidence. And I'm wrong for that. So I called my oldest son yesterday and I said, man, I apologize if I didn't send you at the house with confidence to be ready for the world. No. I took them out there to be slaves.
So pouring into them self-worth, self-esteem, self-belief, like giving them the awareness to know you have the agency within yourself. Believe the way you need to believe. And as your father, I believe in whatever you believe you say you are. In other words, I told my son the same thing. I said, man, if you believe you're the best player in the world, I'm on deck with that. My son was 11 years old. He said, Dad, I'm going to the NBA next year.
I watch this son every time you post them.
I said at 12? At 12, sir? Yes, I'll be there. And I poured into him. I mirrored his belief. Now, if he would have had negative beliefs about himself, I wouldn't have mirrored that. But sometimes as fathers, man, we of course you're gonna model what you've been through. Just hold tight, because I gotta come forward. But I got something for you, because I've been there in the daddy zone with boys. When I come forward, I'm gonna clear it up for you.
Reasons. The reasons that we're here, the reasons that we fear, our feelings won't disappear. You're listening to the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580. Now that Donald J. Trump has begun a second term as president, please join the Empowerment Congress and KBLA Talk 1580 to examine the question, where do we go from here? Chaos or democracy? At the Charles R. Drew University of Medicine and Science. This Saturday, January 25th, some of LA's top elected officials, Representative Sidney Kamlager-Dove, Assembly members Isaac Bryan and Sade El-Hawari will be on hand for what promises to be a lively and informative conversation. Doors open at 8 a.m. The general session, moderated by Tavis Smiley and broadcast live on KBLA Talk 1580, begins at 9 a.m. The event is free, but seating is limited. Registration is required. Go to the Empowerment Congress website at www.empowermentcongress.org to register. Where do we go from here? Chaos or democracy? Join the Empowerment Congress and KBLA Talk 1580 this Saturday, January 25th. Doors open at 8 a.m. The free program starts at 9 a.m. Registration is required at www.empowermentcongress.org. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580. We've got your black. KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580, connecting you with services and solutions. If you need help getting your resume in order, finding job training, or landing a job, we've got 3 great options for you. First, the City of Los Angeles has WorkSource centers across the area offering free job support. The California Workforce Development Board can help you with everything from GED prep to vocational training at no cost to you. On the federal level, the Department of Labor's American Job Centers offer a full range of services for job seekers and businesses alike. Visit careeronestop.org, or for more info, just call California's Help Center or visit cwdb.ca.gov or call 916-657-1440. For the City of Los Angeles programs, go to ewdd.lacity.gov or call 213-744-7300. All these services are free to help you get your next job. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
Hey there, Los Angeles. This is James Lucky Jr., publisher and editor of Los Angeles News Observer. Are you hungry for news that matters to you in the African-American communities of Los Angeles? Well, buckle up, because we got the scoop you've been craving. Stay in the know and never miss a beat with our free weekly publications conveniently available near you. Or hop on the digital wave and become an exclusive subscriber at OGNSC.com. Don't forget to join the party on Instagram and Twitter at OGNSCINC for behind-the-scenes access and sizzling updates. No more FOMO. Let's stay informed, connected, and empowered together.
You know you want some more. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Why do you not find value in prayer? Why do you not find value in prayer? Do you find value in prayer? I don't know why you accuse me of not having any value in prayer. Why do we pray? You know that there are a whole group of community or monks who are perpetually praying. One group finishes praying, the other group takes it up. And we also pray when we are in difficulties. When there's a great crisis in our life, we want to pray or say, somebody help me, please. You know that joke of a man hanging onto a cliff? He says, please God, save me. And God says, have faith and jump.
Y'all didn't think Krishnamurti had jokes? On the comedy side of the game, too. Again, fear. Listen, you can have what you want if you graduate from fear. Right? But here's the fly in the ointment. you're going to always get what you want, even if you're in fear, right? You've experienced it before. You get what you want. You get who you are. Watch. This person comes into your life. They're everything you thought they would be. And then the mirror effect starts to happen. And then you get triggered. And then you realize, oh, I'm not even ready for what I want. I got some of it, right? I got a glimpse at what it might be like. Oh, then it turned out to be horrible. Why? Why? Because you can't mix fear in the manifestation. You have to get past fear. You have to embody what you pray for, so it's no longer a supplication or begging. It is now manifestation. It is now something you are pulling into you intentionally, because not by force, but by the fact that you've become the thing you seek. This is why Rumi says, what we are seeking is also seeking us. Let me get this brother back in here real quick. Willie. So as a father of 2 sons, and I'm pouring into them every day, and they're grown, right? When my oldest son was young, he wanted to be a ball player. I put him around everybody that could train him, that could lift him up, that could get him ready, right? And I was always teaching him little lessons, and those lessons was based on my flaws, right? Based on me. He'd be watching me. And I say, hey, see how I handled that situation? Hey, you see how I dealt with the referee here? You see this, that? And he would be like, yeah, that's not the way to do it, and I'm going to tell you why. I got a tech, I got kicked out the game, or I got a foul, my team needed me, and he's soaking it all in. My youngest son, who's a rapper, you know, he was telling me his mom was on his head real tough. I said, listen, you have done more with your rap career than either of us have done in our pursuit. Like, I wanted to be a rapper. I put out a record in high school, and that was it. I said, man, you got an entire following. I said, man, believe in you. You've done more with your career than either of us. So believe in you. What you feel, your vibe, how you get down, that's what matters. Because that's what the people are going to align with. Do you see what I'm saying? I had to break away from whatever toxic modeling I had. My kids made me a man. They taught me the meaning of relationship. The mirror of relationship came from them. Stay with me, Willie. When I come forward, we're going to keep the fire lit with you, brother.
He's on fire tonight. It's the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams, exclusively on KBLA Talk 1580.
I'm Amber Payton with 4 Things You Should Know with BIN News. The Trump Department of Justice is halting police reform agreements and barred new civil rights cases, citing a need for review by the next administration. This affects deals like Minneapolis Police Department's consent decree after George Floyd's murder, reflecting Trump's stance against such reforms. Authorities say the Nashville, Tennessee school shooter, a black 17-year-old who killed a student before taking his own life, left writings on social media showing school layouts, gun photos, and neo-Nazi propaganda with anti-Semitic views. Wall Street is closing with stocks higher as the S&P 500 finished at a record high. It comes after President Trump called for cheaper oil prices and lower interest rates when speaking virtually at the World Economic Forum. And Black New York Attorney General Letitia James is announcing Purdue Pharma and the Sackler family will pay $7.4 billion to settle opioid lawsuits. Funds will support addiction treatment and prevention. I'm Amber Payton on the Black Information Network, your home for Black News First.
Running out of hot water? Water Heaters Only makes replacing your water heater easy. With one call and great pricing, Water Heaters Only can have you back in hot water the same day, within hours of your call. Visit waterheatersonly.com. That's waterheatersonly.com.
To our beloved greater Los Angeles community affected by the devastating wildfires, we stand with you. From all of us at KBLA Talk 1580, our hearts go out to those who've lost loved ones, homes, businesses, belongings, and precious memories. In these challenging times, we're here to keep you informed and connected. For the latest updates, resources, and ways to help your neighbors in need, stay tuned to KBLA Talk 1580. Together, we'll rebuild. Together, we'll recover. Together, we are Los Angeles strong. KBLA Talk 1580. Your voice, your community, your station.
I joined the military for my kid and his mom. I miss my son a lot. One of the things with the military is tobacco, but I saw a lot of people try to deal with mental issues. Everyone's vaping constantly. After my first hit of a vape, I was hooked like that. Once I got back home from my deployment, I caught my son trying to hit my vape. That was it. I had to quit.
Californians are beating big tobacco. You can too. For free support, text KICK Nicotine to 66819 today.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580 reminds you that we keep us safe. Every girl deserves a chance to shine. That's the belief behind Forgiving for Living, Inc. Since 1999, this organization has been empowering at-risk girls ages 13 to 18, helping them overcome behavioral and mental health challenges. Founder Wendy Gladney's personal journey inspired the mission to give girls hope and purpose through the power of forgiveness. Through their ambassador program, workshops, and annual conference, Forgiving for Living has touched over 3,000 young lives, providing mentoring, life skills, training, and tools for building self-esteem and confidence. You can make a difference. Visit forgivingforliving.org to donate, volunteer, become a mentor, or find help for a young girl in need. Forgiving for Living, Inc., building brighter futures for young girls. Visit forgivingforliving.org today. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
The smarter way to clean your floors. It's time to make the swap. Swiffer Power Mop.
Introducing the new Swiffer Power Mop, the all-in-one tool that gives you a mop and bucket clean in half the time. The solution's built right in, so no heavy bucket, and the pad has hundreds of scrubbing strips to get deep into grout. Don't mop harder, mop smarter.
Swiffer Power Mop. Swiffer Power Mop.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580 is committed to self-care and community well-being. Walk Good LA was formed in June 2020, inspired by the Black Lives Matter movement and the beginning stages of the COVID-19 pandemic. What began as a few minutes of breath work and yoga meditation before protests against police brutality turned into a safe space for the community to heal in hard times. The immensely positive response from the community transformed the momentum into a movement. Today, Walk Good LA is a Black and Brown-led community wellness organization based in Los Angeles. They provide spaces for healing through community yoga classes, guided meditations, hikes, run clubs, and other activations throughout Los Angeles that attract hundreds of members weekly. With the help of Propel and Michael B. Jordan, they now have a yoga and wellness studio in Los Angeles called the Walk Good Yard. To join their mailing list and connect with healing spaces, please visit walkgoodla.org. That's walkgoodla.org. Or find them on Instagram at walkgoodla. This is a community call to action, a community call to healing from KBLA Talk 1580.
This is KBLA Talk 1580. Talk radio. That's music to your ears. We're unapologetically progressive. KBLA Talk 1580. You're listening to the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams. Only on KBLA Talk 1580.
If your trauma involved losing someone or something, or even being rejected by someone you love, like an absent parent, you can believe that you'll always lose people or things that are important to you. If that's the case, then why bother getting close to someone? Breaking out of this pattern takes time, but change starts with recognizing the connection between your past losses and how you're reacting to new situations in the present. In the wake of a traumatic experience, you tend to overlay the same emotions from the past experience onto the present and react to it as if it's the same experience, but it's not. You can still experience a loss in the present, but you have agency to make different decisions in the present that could result in a different outcome. So getting past this pattern of reacting with old emotions takes constant reminding that that was then and this is now, and the two are not the same. You won't be able to work all of this out in your head if you don't have a therapist to help you see what you're doing. Journaling your experiences can help you be more introspective.
Man, I love Dr. Tracy. She be cooking. She really cooks, man. I love it. You're listening to the Voice of Reason on KBLA Talk 1580. And we have a unique subject tonight. It's philophobia. We're talking about the fear of love, the fear of intimacy, the fear of closeness. And we've covered spiritual, psychological, philosophical, metaphysical aspects of it to give clarity. You know, from a psychological space, of course, you have insecure attachments styles, right? Two of which may have a fear of closeness and vulnerability and love, even connection, even, and that's dismissive avoidant and fearful avoidant, or what is also known as disorganized. But the reality of those wounds, I think the majority of the people that have ever been born on planet Earth are supposed to be some type of savior. I know that sounds far-fetched, but to much is given, much is required. And I think sometimes you got to go through hell in order to rise above it, to be able to deliver something that is transcendent for the rest of the world. And many people that have been great, that they've done something where they went through the crucible of life, and I think those wounds are necessary. I look at Michael Jackson, I look at Prince. These guys are so transcendent in what they did, but if you look at their upbringing, Prince at 13 is living with Morris Day and his people because he got kicked out the crib, couldn't live, with his dad because they, it's just a lot of people go through a lot of things and they have a strange relationship. You look at Prince and his dad, the relationship was strange until later in life. Mike and his dad, we already know that's, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think people who have these wounds, these are seeds for greatness, but you gotta overcome them. You can't turn living in fear into a way of life that everybody else has to comport themselves to when dealing with you. Let me get my guy Willie in here. Willie.
What's up, Unc?
Come on, man. Talk to us. You and them boys. You said.
And you was talking like. Go ahead, my fault.
No, go ahead. I'm with you. Go ahead.
So you was talking last, right?
Mm-hmm.
And me being a Pisces man, I'm gonna say this, right? I had myself twice to see where I was coming from. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna say this in Corey Holcomb way. I had several abortions before with the females I dealt with, and it's like, how come I didn't have a female? How come I didn't have a girl? What I'm saying, God knew what He was doing. He said, "No, I'm gonna bring you here. You need to see yourself." Mm-hmm. And I apologize to myself every day. Like I said to you before in the VRR family, mm-hmm. whereas though that I couldn't be with my son's mom because I never seen a man do with my mom or my stepmom. And my dad with my stepmom, it wasn't the best relationship at all. You know, like I said to Attila, I'm on that Bellevue tonight, and I used to see my dad drinking in the kitchen. My dad used to take all his anger out on me. And I did that slightly with my son, and now I'm apologizing for it every day.
Well, first off, we got to thank you for apologizing, for acknowledging that you could have or may have damaged them in some way. But now it's about shifting towards repairing. You can't really repair the relationship with your sons until you repair the relationship with yourself. So
I'm listening.
Let's peel that back. Who haven't you forgiven? Your father?
Me? My mom. No, my mom. Apologize, though. Apologize.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Your mother. Why haven't you forgiven your mother?
Because she didn't fight for me, ever.
Okay. Is she a fighter?
No. She's a Pisces like me.
So if she's not a fighter, why would you want her to do something that's not in her nature to do? And I'm not, listen, and I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just trying to get you to look at things from a different perspective. Who is she? Where did she come from? What wounds was she carrying? Was she codependent? Was she, I'm just trying to figure out who she is. Do you know?
Yeah, I do know slightly, because my grandma was a Cancer, which is the water sign, right?
Mm-hmm.
My grandmom, she was a hustler. She used to sell, she moved from North Carolina. Her mother died. With her mother dying, then she moved to Baltimore, then up to Philadelphia.
Mm-hmm.
She was nice to everybody to make up for what she did wrong. She used to sell drugs and everything, and she was she played a part in the brothel role.
So are you saying your grandmother kind of tainted who your mother was? She had a rough upbringing, is what you're saying.
Yes, mom told me she used to eat rice every day. Her brothers and sisters.
Okay. And how did that affect your mother's ability to parent you?
So I think whereas though she didn't know how to deal with a boy, a young male, I say.
Mm-hmm.
And like I told y'all before, in the beginning of I apologize. At the end of the year, she treated my son better than she treated me.
Mm-hmm. That's because you're wounded. You compare because you're wounded. You're comparing because you didn't get what you think. Hey, you giving this to my sons, but you never gave this to me. Right?
Yes.
So peel that back. Peel that back. A relationship with grandparents and kids and grandkids is a little different than parents and children, right? I'm not justifying it. I'm not saying your mother was right for doing this, because we can spoil. I got a granddaughter. We can spoil the grandkid and be like, here, take them, go back. But if this grandparent didn't give to the parent of that child everything she's given to that child, of course, that her child is going to feel some kind of way about it. But can I say this, Uncle Zoe? I probably cut you off. No, you good.
But I got treated by that way with my dad too. Whereas though I used to get bullied in school.
Wait. Let's deal with your mother's piece first. Then we'll go to your dad.
Okay.
Okay. So with your mother, how old are you now?
I'm 37 now.
Do you have a time machine other than your wounds?
No, I wish you got jokes. Go ahead.
I said, other than your wounds. Your wound is a time machine. That's the thing that's taking you back. So you don't have a time machine. So you can't go back in time and, have the wisdom to tell your mother to nurture you better or, to be more emotionally attuned to your need. You can't do that, right?
No.
So what are you left with regards to dealing with your mother?
Making my sons better than me.
No. You shifted to your relationship with your sons. I'm talking about your relationship with your mother.
Well, my mom, she ran away from the truth.
So you're trying to
I try to be honest with her before.
Let me ask you, are you trying to force her to be truthful?
No.
Yes, you are. You already told us you was aggressive with the boys. I know you trying to get your mother, because that's what you're looking for. You're looking for her to stand up and own what she did, right?
I guess you're right, because of whereas though I modeled my dad, and my dad was aggressive.
Stay with me.
My dad had
Don't go nowhere. Stay with me. I want you to think about what I asked you. When we come forward, we gonna finish up with Willie from Philly, where it's definitely chilly.
Is it good to you? More Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams when we come forward.
Hear that? That's the sound of your life. Perfectly imperfect. Beating in rhythm to the world you've created. But every time you drive after drinking, the music gets drowned out. Your life sounds pretty great. Don't let a buzz ruin it. Buzz driving is drunk driving. Don't drive buzzed. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
If you're living with dry age-related macular degeneration or dry AMD, you may be at risk for developing geographic atrophy or GA. GA can be unpredictable and progress rapidly, leading to irreversible vision loss. Now there's something you can do to
slow it down and get it going slower.
Izervay is proven to slow GA progression.
Izervay gets GA going slower.
Izervay or avacincaptad pagel is a prescription eye injection used to treat GA. Don't take it if you have an infection or active swelling in or around your eye. Izervay can cause eye infection, retinal detachment, or increased risk of wet AMD. Izervay may temporarily increase eye pressure. Your vision may be impaired after an eye injection or exam. Don't delay. Ask your doctor about Izervay today.
Izervay gets GA going slower.
Visit Izervay.com. That's IZERVAY.com.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580 reminds you, when we fight, we win. The Youth Justice Coalition is challenging America's addiction to incarceration and discrimination. YJC works to dismantle policies leading to mass incarceration, law enforcement violence, and the school-to-prison pipeline. Their approach, transformative justice, community intervention, free LA high school, legal defense, and system monitoring. YJC promotes safety without relying on prisons. Their goal, prevent system contact and help people exit the system through direct action, advocacy, and education. Want to get involved or need help? Call 323-235-4243. That's 323-235-4243. Join YJC in creating change. When we fight, we win. KBLA Talk 1580, your voice for justice. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
Small businesses are the heart of America. But you don't have to go it alone. As the nation's largest nonprofit resource of expert business mentoring, SCORE has helped millions of entrepreneurs build their businesses for free. Get the connections, education, and guidance you need with SCORE. We're ready to help. Find a mentor today at score.org.
You know you want some more. It's the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
So this is to be grateful to everyone. And some people say, forget it. I'm willing to, work with this to a certain degree, but be grateful to this neighbor? No way. But in a way, you see these neighbors and these difficult people in our lives who are so often our family members. Usually there's a certain amount of intimacy with the most difficult ones. You know, someone we have to work with every day of our life. In any case, you're not grateful to them because they're so wise and, you know, they're so together. But it's just that they blow your cover, that's all. They blow your cover. When I first met Trungpa Rinpoche, I said, wow, here is a man I cannot con. And you see, we go through our lives, and some of us who are, you know, smiley types, we're friendly and nice, and we give a good impression, and really we can con a lot of people into thinking.
I don't know if y'all listening to what she's saying, but my God, we are afraid of the people who can blow our cover. Eesh. We date the people that keep the wound safe. Oh my goodness, this is... Willie, get back in here, man.
I hear what you're saying, Uncle Zoe. That was good. You know, whereas though I don't play games, I end games.
So let me help you. Let me help you, Willie.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
You got to forgive your mother.
I'm listening.
That's the real deal. You have to forgive your mother. Not for her, not to hope and wish that, you know, she will change or be something different. She's not. You have to release that part. And you're forgiving her so you can, you know, regain some type of, what is the energy?
Control?
No, you're looking for control. I'm saying you have to let that go. She's not going to give you the conversation you want until she gets to that point. And if she's not at that point, you should not hold your breath waiting for that. You have to let that go. No, listen for a second, Willie. Are you hurt over this?
Yes, I am.
Yes. You want to stay hurt?
No.
So how do you heal it? Her or you? Is she the answer or you're the answer?
Oh, I guess I'm the answer, man.
No, I don't want you to guess. I want you to tell me your truth. If your truth is she's the answer, say that.
I'm the answer. I'm going to keep that clear. I'm the answer.
Because if she's the answer, how long you going to wait? You think? Because you see what I'm saying? Are you going to force her to give you the answer you're looking for?
No.
So if she's the answer, how long you going to wait for her to come around to it and be like, you know, I was wrong? Or you could forgive her now. And I mean, truly do forgiveness work, which is about letting go, which is about releasing, not for her, but for you. You have to release everything you expected her to be to you.
Well, we talked the other day, and I didn't bring no issues, the past trauma up.
That's good. But it's still reflecting into your kids.
Yes.
The way you talk to them, you say, oh, I modeled my father, which is the other shoe.
Yeah.
I'm talking about having a healthy, whole Willie for his children. Because right now, all you're doing is reliving and reenacting what you modeled. And you've given that to your kids, and your kids are now, based on what you said at the beginning of this discussion, they're doing everything you did.
You're absolutely right, because my younger son, which is about to turn 12 next month, he always trying to please me what I try to do with my dad and my mom. Every time he talks to me, he's trying to please me. I said, no, you don't have to say what I want to hear. Be honest with who you are. I know he's only 12, but...
And that's a good job, but I think...
That's what I did.
But I think that's great parenting, but I also think you, Willie, need to go to therapy.
Again?
Hey, if you got to pull up a cot until you find a good one that can help you get over the hump. Because here's the thing, when you get better, you become a better parent. When you become a better parent, you leave a better imprint. Does that make sense?
Because can I say this?
Sure.
My oldest son, he models his mother, and I'm hurt every day. I'm hurt every day over that.
Why? You comparing? Why? Because you're unique in your son's life. There is no other Willie, Daddy Willie. There ain't no other Daddy Willie but you.
I'm a junior.
No, you're missing the point. You're your son's father.
I'm messing with you.
Right? There's no other father. Yeah. So don't compare what she does with him and you do with him. You just stay authentic in your parenting. And if you know that you're being too aggressive, too authoritative, right? It's good to be a parent that is firm and strong, but you can't go from authoritative to authoritarian. Does that make sense?
Yes.
I hope so, brother. I hope so.
No. I said it with confidence.
All right. Hey, Willie, guess what you just did, my friend?
We're Philly in the building.
Man, you call in anytime. We're going to work through it because this is not just one phone call. Call in anytime, Willie. This was great. Listen, I love starting these conversations, but it's up to you to finish them. This is why we had this discussion tonight. Hopefully you got something from it. Man, I'm going to be in Pasadena over the weekend serving my community, my folks, my friends. But let me say it again. Fear is the other side of the coin, which is called pleasure. If you're seeking just pleasure, you're going to wind up with fear at some point. This was a great topic. I love everybody. I'll see y'all next week with another Voice of Reason slapper. Deuces.
KBLA 1580 Santa Monica.